Hey guys, how's it going today? It's Taco Tuesday at my house, so it's going to be taco meat being made. Okay, and for this taco meat, I have 2 pounds of different ground beef. I have 90-10 and I have 80-20. So first of all, you're going to need a seasoned heavy bottom skillet or cast iron. That's my favorite. And I have a pound of 80-20 ground beef. I preheated the skillet so that it could start searing as soon as it gets to the skillet. And it was frozen and I unthawed it. That's why it looks like this. Okay, and so we're just going to chop that apart. And that's about a pound. Okay, and then I'm going to have also a pound of 90-10. It's lean. Okay. You can make your taco meat with any kind of ground meat that you like. My family requested beef tonight, so we're doing beef. So I have 2 pounds of ground beef. 1 pound of 80-20 and 1 pound of 90-10. Okay. Okay. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. And then what I'm mainly coming to show is the seasoning, because I lost my other video. And what you do previous to seasoning is cut your vegetables up. So we're going to have lettuce, tomato, and white onions. The onion was like this, not the real white one. You can use any one you want. And of course we have all the taco seasoning and not taco seasoning, taco sauce and hot sauce and all those things. Some people like to use black olives. I stopped using it because they have a lot of salt out of the can. Okay, so when you hear your sear start back, you need to take some minced garlic. I'm going to do about a tablespoon of minced garlic and spread it out. And it's going to be used as a seasoning, not a, don't pre-cook it. I did that on purpose. If you want to, you can. But this is done like this for a reason. Okay? And then with that, you're going to take your seasonings. Now the main thing with taco seasoning is this ground cumin. So I'm going to take the ground cumin and just go over all of the ground beef. I'm going to turn this off because I can't hear myself, and I know you probably can't hear me. But let's see. I'm going to go over it with ground cumin. And you want to liberally season it with the cumin. Okay? And then right on top of the cumin is going to be some chili powder. And then it doesn't have to be an expensive brand. I like the organic kind, but this is what I had left in my cabinet, so I'm going to put this on. And it's going to be seasoned twice. Seasoned, then ground up again, and then seasoned again. Okay, so we have that. The next thing after the cumin, chili powder, is going to be garlic powder. Some people like to use onion powder. I don't like how the onion powder is in this brand, so I don't buy it. I've used it before. It's okay. And then cayenne pepper. And very little cayenne pepper. It's not going to be a hot. You just need it for the taste. In addition to cayenne pepper, I'm going to have black pepper. And all of this is going to go right on top. Okay? And then now comes your salt. You can do whatever kind of salt that you like. I use a little bit of this flavor enhancer. You don't have to use it. I just use a little bit just to enhance because I don't use that much salt. Okay, and I'm running out of this, so I'm going to get what I can out of this one. And the salt that I'm going to use today is like a soul seasoning type of non-GMO, just a generic. But you can use regular table salt. You can use no salt, however you want to go. But I use just a little bit of that just to flavor it. Okay, so at this point, you're going to just go in and ground it up. The bottom should already be brown, but you want to just ground it up. Now this is how we like ours. We like ours really, really ground up. So I'm just chopping it to ground it up. The taco meat shouldn't be, our taco meat, we don't like for it to be lumpy. We like for it to be kind of smooth. Okay, and then you ground it up and you start stirring that in there. Okay, and then smashing, because like I said, it's going to be taco meat. Okay, so when you get it all mixed in there, you're going to season it again. No salt this time. All of the above that we used before, but no salt. And there's a reason for that. Okay. So cover it again with the cumin. Cumano. And you want to get a lot in there. Cumin makes a taco taste. Okay. Chili powder. Garlic powder. Oh, excuse me, I had to step away. Garlic powder. Oh, no more cayenne pepper because we have a trick, okay? And then after the chili powder, cumin, and garlic powder, you're just gonna use a little bit more black pepper, no cayenne pepper, okay? And then we're gonna do this. Now I know what you're thinking. What is she about to do? You're about to see. You can smell all those seasonings and spices in there. Yummy. Okay, so what I have up my sleeve tonight is an additional packet of taco seasoning. And it's low sodium, or you can use the no sodium. I just want to impart the flavor from all the peppers and stuff that are in there, because this one that I have is kind of spicy. That's why I said no more cayenne. And then this is still going to be drained. So you'll watch what's going to happen. Okay. I have it about this ground. And it's over medium heat. Okay. Keep it over medium heat. I have the 1 pack of low sodium. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. It's 25% less sodium. And we're going to sprinkle that right over the top. That's why I said no salt. Okay. And this one has all kinds of like peppers and different stuff. It's pretty spicy. So you're only going to use a half of this packet. And this is just to bring more of the traditional taco taste in. I know what you're thinking. I didn't drain it. I know. Just watch. Trust me. I want that to cook into my meat. And see how the grease is coming? It's still going to get drained. But we're going to go ahead and chop this seasoning in. And it's still on medium heat. Okay? There's still going to be grease in it. The grease is going to get drained afterward. You don't want to drain the grease into your sink because it'll stop it up. You want to drain the grease into whatever container that you have that you put old grease in. This is throwaway grease. This is not grease to reuse. Okay. So we had a half a packet of that seasoning. We don't like our meat watered down. So after I mix it in, I'm going to take the other half of the seasoning. And if you want more, you can add more. I just do it to our taste, and I use it like a seasoning. I don't use it like a traditional taco pack. After you drain it, if you want the meat juicy, you can add water then. I don't add too much water because I like seasoning. Okay, so I have the other half a packet right here. Let's see. And I'm going to go ahead and just add it right on top. And maybe not the whole packet, just to make sure that the beef gets seasoned like the bottom beef did. And then we have some left in here, about this much, and you can add that at the end if you water it down. The way this is, it puts the taste all the way into your meat. I don't like watery tasted meat. I don't like it too salty. So this is how I do it. This is not every time. Sometimes I just add more of my own cumin and chili powder and then don't even use a taco packet, but they requested that the taco packet get in there because they wanted it a little bit more flavorful. And I have 2 pounds. It's hard to do 2 pounds when you only have so much seasoning. Okay, so look at the color. It's red. Taco meat is red. Okay, so we let it come back up and then we cover it up. And you hear it frying. We're going to go ahead and take a covering and let it cook for about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe even 5, depending on how hot yours gets, because this has to be drained. This taco meat, you don't want this grease. See how the grease is coming along? Look at that. See it? That has to come off of there. We don't want that in our tacos. Okay? But there's gonna be a lot of it. So I'm gonna cover it up. And then clean up just a little bit. Okay? And taco meat is so easy to make. The long way or the easy way, it's easy to make. The long way or the short way, sorry. It's easy to make tacos. So, put this across here. I'm going to clean up a little bit. And then comment down below. Do you have a special way that you make tacos? How often in 1 month does your family eat tacos? Do you guys enjoy it? It's a favorite of mine. I don't know how my kids like it or anything like that, my husband or anything, but it's a favorite of mine. I love tacos. And then traditional ones too, so real, the like unseasoned meat with the, I still like it, with the white cheese and all the traditional fixings. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put away. Some of these have to throw away. Chili powder and cumin. And that chili powder and cumin I bought at Walmart. And it was like 98 cents or something. I just needed it for some chili that I made, but I had some left. And I just got the cumin. What did I get the cumin for? I think maybe for a recipe. I'm pretty sure it was for a recipe because I don't keep cumin on hand, but I like to. And then I got these from Aldi, and it's no sodium. They're taco shells. Now, I just recently went back to Aldi, but I'm feeling it. They got a lot of organic stuff. And this is made with whole grain corn. And these are good. And I don't know if these have gluten or not, but let me see. I really like them. They taste like some of the name brand ones that I get. And you can have 3 shells and only get 19 grams of carbs. So, yeah. Pretty good. Okay, so that's been about 3 minutes. So I'm going to uncover, see how the grease developed. So this is going to be drained. And it may stick a little bit. When the grease is drained, you can go ahead and, if you want water in there, you can go ahead and add your water. But you have to drain the grease. I knocked some off there. I'm going to take a taste. I'm still going to use that other half a packet. Of seasoning. It's not seasoned enough for me. So what we're going to do is go ahead and drain it. Okay, I lost my, I wanted to drain it in. Okay. I had a bowl. Okay, here's my bowl. Here's my strainer. I'm going to just sit, because I want to bring it directly back to the skillet after. I'm just going to wipe it out. So I'm going to take, now this is going to be seasoned again with more of your taco seasoning, or however you want to do it. If you want more cumin and everything in it, have a little bit of water nearby, because we're going to just wipe whatever is left in the skillet out. We don't want grease-filled tacos. Yep. And that's why I usually cook turkey. But we wanted beef today. So we're going to do a seasoned beef taco. And it's very good. Okay. And you kind of want to press down. You want to try to get all that grease out of there as much as you can. In this skillet, and I'm going to pour just some of my, I have some clean dishwater standing by, so I'm just going to pour some of that in there. I'm going to turn it up and just let that clean out, and I'm going to dump it out. Regular water would probably be better, but I had that standing, so I'll just use some of that. Okay. Now what's going to happen here is I'm going to have to dump this out. I'm going to let it roll. You do a little bit of boiling for about maybe a minute. And so I'll press on my meat and see. Look at that grease. It's got to come out of there. It looks extra bad because it was had seasoning in it, but yeah, you got to get that grease out of there. Some people like to rinse theirs off. I don't. And then some people don't season theirs until after for that reason, because they have to go back in with more seasoning. But I'm telling you, this is how I like it, because I like my meat to be seasoned throughout. Okay, so then I'm going to take this pan, and it's very big. I'm going to attempt to clean it out. This is a funky dish rag. you guys. Hold on. Okay, just to prevent you from seeing the what I got going on, I'm gonna take this down for a second. Just about like that. Don't leave me. Just trust me. Ooh. So all I'm doing now is I'm cleaning out my skillet. That just made it softer. The stuck part was in there, and the hot cast iron with the water, it helps it release. So it's clean now. And I don't do too much soap in my cast iron. If I do, I have to immediately season it again. And I don't want to have to do that, so I'm going to just wash it out with hot water. Okay. It's hot. Okay, guys. So we're back, and we have it wet still. Okay, and that's fine. It'll dry out as it heats up. So I'm going to let it dry out for just a few seconds. And then at this point, you can go ahead, if you have taco shells to make, you have to put them in the oven or whatever you have to do. You can go ahead and do that now. And then I can just wipe it out like that. Okay, so to get it dry back out, we're going to go back in here with the meat. Dry, but it's making noise. Or dry, not really dry, but the grease came out. A lot of it. Of course, there's probably still some grease in there. And at this point, you're going to want to go ahead and add your, I think I will add water. Just because it looks like it's coming out a little dry. Depends on my meat, I guess. I have a better time with it being not dry when I do turkey. But since this is beef, I'm going to go in with just a packet of water. And let's get that back in there. Go back in there. Okay, so we got our half left. A little bit of our half left. We're going to season it, put it on top. And I'm going to go ahead and get a full packet of this water. I just put it in the packet. Okay, and then at this point, if you need another packet, I think I got more than 2 pounds, but I'm going to go in with another packet just because I think I have more than 2 pounds, and like I said, I don't want the water to wash it off. So it's tasted. Taste it after the first one, and if you have no seasoning, I'll taste it. Like no salty. It has spicy taste and taco taste. So you can go back in with your salt if you want to, but I'm going to go in with just another half a packet. And that water is going to let it simmer and it's going to cook in. I'm going to stir it in, and then I'm going to cover it. It's going to simmer. Going to turn it to simmer, and then that's your taco meat. Just simple taco meat. Like I said, you can do it with just the chili powder and cumin and the other seasonings. Garlic, a little salt, pepper, cayenne. Sometimes I like to use red pepper flakes, but I got my kids eating, and I don't want to waste the taco meat. If I make it too hot, they're not going to eat it. So, remember, not too much water. And then that's about it. So you're going to cover this, and then you're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes. And then we're done. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.